Alright, welcome back to another video. I'm going to show you how to change this to this. Basically getting rid of the rear mech or your chain tensioner. Okay, the first thing you want to do is find out your chain stay length, which is going to determine what gears you can run. So you can see mine here, it's 16.7 inches. You can also look at old catalogs, and sometimes they have the specification there as well. Alright, next thing we want to do is go to this website. I'll put the link in the description. But basically it's a magic ratio calculator. This top bit I just display as a chart, and here you got the limit on your chain ring, how big you want your chain ring to be. So usually I put this as 32, which is kind of like the smallest. Maybe some chain rings are 30 as well. And for the front, I'm probably not going to go as big as 40. And the rear cog, I think you can go pretty small. Just do the range 9, and then on the top I just leave it at 20. But basically you can do whatever range you want depending on how big or small the cogs you want on your bike. Units in centimeters or inches. I'm going to do inches because I took my chain stay length in inches. So here I'm just going to put 16.7, and then the tie diameter 26. So 26 by 1.9 is probably the closest. No half link for me because I don't want the extra half link in there. And then if you have an old chain, you can also put in your chain stretch. But I just left this as 0 because my chain's pretty new. And then here is just showing you which is the optimal area. So I just leave this as vertical as well. And then you just click generate. You can see the results. So basically these are all in this kind of blue purple area. You can see all the ratios that would fit for my 16.7 chainstay length. So obviously the closest down to this line would be the best. So the first one is 40 by 9. No way I'm going to run that just because it's going to be a pretty hard ratio to run. So I kind of look here. Also depends the cogs you have. But basically I have a 16 on the back already, and then on the front I had a 32, but you can see 16 and 32 they don't really match up, so I had a bit of slack. But 16 by 34 seems to be the best way, so you can either buy a front cog or buy a rear cog. Usually that's what I did depending on what I have. So I had 16, so I need to buy a 34. So that's what I end up doing, but you can see the other ratios as well. 36 by 18 would have worked, 38 by 20 would have worked as well. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. Shout out Eric House. Alright, just got this cheap narrow wire chain ring. I'm just going to paint over the graphics because they're pretty heinous. Yeah, it's just black house paint. I did a little bit rough, but it'll work. Alright, next thing you want to do is just take off the chain tensioner or rear mech in my case and put the new ring on. You actually don't have to take off the crank arm for this. For my one anyway, you can kind of just slip it on. So yeah, that saves some time there. Alright, and once the chain ring was on, I thought I could just pedal with the chain to get the chain kind of locked in again. But yeah, the chain was too tight, so I had to undo the back wheel and put it on like that. And that's basically it. You can see the tension of the chain here. Pretty good, I reckon. And yeah, you can see how it spins. Spins pretty well. And then here, a little drop test. And yeah, a little higher here. But yeah, you can see that chain. The chain's not going anywhere. I gave it a quick ride and it was yeah, pretty sweet, no problems. But yeah, you can see this how it looks. Super sweet, super clean. I'll try and take off some bigger drops and see if it comes off, but I don't think it's going to. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the end of the video. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.